The distilled experiences of the years that have passed through the filter of the wisdom within you teach us that sometimes in life, being silent is worth gold. Now we will discover together why it is important to keep secrets about the 6 basic things you have learned from life. This is not hundreds of topics like that. I'm talking about principles that we can only collect under 6 headings, which will give you great inner peace and control when you understand its essence. If you do not keep secrets about these issues, you will put the strings of life in someone else's hands. That's what turns you into a slave, or, to put it more politely, someone else's servant. Being open without knowing these 6 topics is not the same as being honest. On the contrary, it turns your life into a stage for everyone to see, which can be a journey full of regrets. Now, are you ready to discover these 6 secrets? The first secret concerns your financial situation. It's normal to experience ups and downs in life, but you should avoid telling others about these situations. How much money you have saved, your current debt situation, your credit card statements. These are not information that everyone should know. Usually, when people think that you are bragging about your financial achievements, they may have completely different intentions behind their friendly behavior. How will you know if someone is sincere or just after your money? It's always better to stay mysterious. Because once you reveal the money, you become the first person anyone in a difficult situation will turn to. And the truth is, no one can afford to pay or not to borrow, because debts have become an unpayable burden today. Not to mention the risk that the debt you have issued will lose value when you return. So it's best to keep it a secret about it. The second secret is your weaknesses. You should not reveal to anyone the most sensitive points in your life or situations where you have been subjected to blackmail by someone in the past. These weaknesses are dangerous information that can be used against you. Perhaps you want to reveal the parts of yourself that you don't like physically or emotionally, but avoid doing so. Because in a friendship that is likely to get worse, the possibility of this information coming across may make you uneasy. Besides, if no one knows about these weaknesses of yours, they won't have a chance to use them. Keeping secrets about these 6 issues makes you both powerful and in control. Your financial situation, your weaknesses, your emotional weaknesses. It's easy to be tempted to share these things, but when you keep them to yourself, you hold the strings of your life in your own hands. Now think about it: someone who stands up to people and reveals all his secrets. Is this really a smart move? Of course not. Wisdom and strategy sometimes lie in staying hidden, finding a hidden power in the darkness of the unknown. One of the biggest mistakes that can be made in life is to play all your cards open. If you reveal your secrets to people and reveal your weak points in a nutshell, this situation can lead you into an irrevocable quagmire of regret. One day tomorrow, in the middle of an argument, he said, "But you did something like that then too." When you hear the sentence, you will realize that you have placed the stones yourself to be hit on the head when that moment comes. People discover and exploit your weaknesses. Why would you give them this opportunity? Such regrets are the kind of chains that you do not want in life. Third secret. There's also this: why wouldn't you share your biggest dream or goal, right? No, on the contrary, you shouldn't tell. When you tell someone what your biggest dream is, that person understands your limits, your capacities. Is this your big dream? How ordinary he can make fun of you by saying, or even demoralize you with looks that don't believe in you. However, when you keep your dream to yourself, no one will know what you are aiming to achieve, so you will not face the ridicule or limitations of others. Work to achieve your dreams, but do not draw boundaries in the eyes of others by telling about these goals. The fourth secret: lies and falsehoods. Think about it. When you tell someone a lie that you've told in the past, that person will never forget you. Once you have been branded a liar, that stigma will never be erased from you anymore. In the future, no matter how honest you are, that person will always be skeptical about you. I wonder if he's lying now, too, he thinks. Exposing your old lies not only damages your relationships, but also gives people opportunities to use you. So it's no use telling anyone about the mistakes you've made in the past or your failures. This information should stay only with you. Otherwise, others may use this information to their advantage. As a result, keeping your secrets, dreams, and past mistakes to yourself in life both makes you strong and saves you from being a pawn in the hands of others. Instead of sharing everything with everyone, be strategic and careful. Because the greatest power sometimes lies in the unknown. A fifth secret. Maybe you'll object to this right away, but you need to stop and think for a moment. Keeping secrets is the smartest thing to do, especially in family matters. Think you are telling one by one about your father, about your mother, everything that is going on in the family. You are pouring out every detail, sharing every feeling. But what you didn't realize at that moment is that these secrets actually work like a boomerang. A secret starts on a circular journey the moment it comes out of your mouth, and eventually it comes back and right to you. Even if you don't tell anyone else, one day, at a moment you never expected, that secret will turn around and hit you. You say, "Oh dear, I won't tell anyone," but next thing you know, that secret has already spread from ear to ear, and besides, there's an exaggeration involved. When you say, "My mother is stingy," the story is turned around. It has become like her mother does not even give food to anyone. And then, one day I asked you, "Is your mother like this?" When you are asked, you find yourself in a daze. Sixth secret. This issue of keeping secrets becomes much more critical, especially when it comes to old relationships. When the relationship ends, those memories, photos, words, all should be closed to a file. This file should be buried in the deepest, darkest corner of your mind, sealed and locked up, never to be opened again. Spilling the details of an old relationship will only revive things that are stuck in the past, and moreover, if this information gets into the wrong hands, it can cause trouble for you. Let that file stay sealed in your mind. Constantly bringing up an old relationship only hurts you in your new relationships. A person's life is shaped by the relationships he experiences, but this shaping should not be shown to the outside world. If you allow the dough of your life to be shaped in the hands of others, in the end that dough will become just a dry, useless piece. And there's also social media these days, right? Old secrets, old relationships, every detail told gets a completely different life on social media. The next thing you know, the past is laid out in front of you, in front of everyone. So I remind you once again, learn to keep a secret. Because if you know how to keep secrets about these 6 things, no one can dominate you. No one can put a leash on you. You keep control of your own life. Finally, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Looking forward to meeting you again in the upcoming videos.